MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's the pivotal Game 5 of the World Series between the Chicago Cubs and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, this is still anyone's series here as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, they're down 3-1, so it's do or die time now. That's not a good place to be, obviously, but we do see some teams play their best when their backs are up against the ropes. The key is to just take it one game at a time and not worry about how many more wins you need.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on MLB Network, and we'll have it all for you next. Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 New York
With that, a look at the
Yankees.
Cubbies starting lineup. What do you have on this lineup as they go for a championship here on the road, D-Row?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Jay Happ has the ball for the 5th game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Didi Gregorius. Not only has this guy been knighted, yes, they call him Sir Didi back in his homeland, Curacao. He's one of the best ball players coming down the pike, starting with Andrew Jones, Xander Bogaerts, and it's Didi Gregorius this time. Hits from the left side of the plate with power and the ability to go in the hole with one of the strongest arms in the game.
The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
And that misses ball 4. So not the start he was looking for tonight as he walks the leadoff hitter on 5 pitches.
Anthony Rizzo.
And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Runner goes for second. Line drive to center field. Hicks is there, and he has it for the first out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Springer. A runner at first with one gone in the inning. A bouncer to the left side. Gregorius has it. One there. On to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a double play, and the inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the inning, and now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. How do they go about staying alive in this one, D-Row?
Taking a look at this lineup, they're going to have to work the count. That's the key to success right here. They have to find a way to drive this guy's pitch count up and get into that bullpen as quick as possible.
Yu Darvish gets the ball with a world championship on the line. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy has got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Shoots this one over to first. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Lead off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board.
One and one, here it comes.
Nope.
Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Full count, 3-2. Here comes the payoff pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to Rizzo at first, and they get them both.
Batting third.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the former American League Rookie of the Year, Big Aaron Judge. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. 3-1.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Good swing there, but this is foul off to the right side. And this one misses for ball 4. And the Yankees get a base runner here with 2 away.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Hit well on the ground to first. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. The Yanks leave 1. We are still scoreless. Back now for the second inning in the Bronx, and here's Heidi Watney with an update on the weather.
Well, Matt, it doesn't appear that we're going to get much of a break from this rain at all as the game progresses. However, I am also hearing that this rain isn't supposed to intensify too much. The grounds crew will be on standby just in case the umpires do call a delay, but the goal is to get this one in uninterrupted.
Yeah, Heidi, and thanks. Even with all the technology that we have today to be able to forecast the weather accurately, one never knows what Mother Nature has in store. That fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Lined hard toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Into the box now, Javier Baez. To 2-2 now.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number
Coming to the plate now, Randall Grichuk, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2. Castellanos on second, Baez at first with no outs. Ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Shoots this one over to first. There's one. Relay to Encarnacion, and they turn the double play.
batting seventh.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out, but the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber, and it's fouled away. The set and the 1-2. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is under it. And that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Edwin Encarnacion now. Head-to-head numbers with Yu Darvish. He's got 5 base hits in 19 tries. He's taken him deep once. Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2 pitch. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out. Under this one is Grichuk, and there are 2 away now.
Batting seventh.
And with 2 away now, let's take another look at our playoff brackets. And of course, the question on everybody's mind, will we crown a champion here tonight? So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and striding into the plate, it'll be Miguel Andujar. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work. So coming to the plate, Aaron Hicks. Head-to-head numbers with Yu Darvish. He's gone just 2 for 13. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Andujar leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Yankees. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his third walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
In now, Marcus Semien. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry. And if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
The center fielder, number 4.
Back to the top of the order now. And former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. Third inning, no score to this point. Oh, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Two things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Torres ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. And with 2 away now, let's take another look at our playoff brackets. And of course, the question on everybody's mind: will we crown a champion here tonight? Standing in, Anthony Rizzo hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Third baseman.
So 2 on with 2 away. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Ready with the 2-1. Line drive to left. Stanton is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Cubs wind up leaving them loaded. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Here's Didi Gregorius. And this pitch is popped straight up right around the home plate area. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now batting, third baseman.
Digging in now, DJ LeMahieu. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. This is in the air to left field. Schwarber is over to his right, and he puts this one away for out number 2.
Now batting.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Torres. Close pitch, but just a bit outside. He wanted it, but it's 2-1. Sent out to straightaway center field. Springer has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Here's Javier Baez as we begin the top of the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And the big right-handed batter Randal Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. A full count, 3-2 to Randal Grichuk. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
And Hicks will settle under this one for the second out. Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he fouls this one off. Line toward right center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. That one tied him up.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. After it is Hicks. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Cubs strand 1. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Here's big Aaron Judge. He drew a base on balls his first time up. The 1-1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely...
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Oh, he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So the Yanks go 1, 2, 3 through 4, still tied 0-0. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've earned 5 walks in the game, and he said that's not only leading to a lot of run-scoring opportunities, but it's also forcing the pitching on the other side to work a lot harder and throw more pitches than they want to.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Encarnacion shading to his right, 1 down.
The center fielder.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. And he misses again as the command is definitely letting him down now. It's ball 4.
The first baseman, number 44.
So a runner at first with 1 man gone. And into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Springer leads off first with 1 away. Line drive to center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get it.
Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. Judge is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the 2nd out. The tag at 3rd, and they got him. A double. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Now batting.
Got him swinging on the fastball
hitter.
there. Gary Sanchez is sent packing to start the bottom of the fifth. The 1-1. Takes this the other way to right. Grichuk is there. 2 down.
Now batting.
A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the fifth, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1, 2, 3 for the ledger? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Nick Castellanos now. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
So in now for Chicago, Javier Baez. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hicks is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Here's Randall Grichuk. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
2-1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
3-1 to him now. Fouled off. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Randall Grichuk, a 2-run shot. His second home run of the series as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Hitting a home run in the World Series is special at any point. Hitting a home run in the World Series that gives your team the lead, that's something to tell the grandkids about.
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that will bring an end to the appearance by Jay Happ. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Jonathan Loaizaga, the 5'11" right-handed reliever, enters to take over on the mound now. In now, Kyle Schwarber. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Loaizaga, a right-hander standing just under 6 foot at 5'11". He's a second-year big leaguer. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. Looks at a fastball low here, and it's full. 3-2. 2 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. to right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo home run for Kyle Schwarber, his second home run of the series, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Not a lot of doubt about that home run, and with Show Track we can see why. 118 miles an hour off the bat, you hit it that hard and you get some air under it, and it's not going to stay in the ballpark.
Standing in now, Wilson Contreras. Into the corner and slicing foul. And a fastball misses there, ball 4. Stepping up now, Marcus Semien. 2 pop-outs for him so far, so he'll look to stay through one here. The 2-2 pitch. Liner toward right center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Long throw to third. Throw won't get him. That's a big at-bat from the bottom of the order.
Yeah, Matty, right there. Worked himself into a nice situation. Got on base right there. Now first and third, rolls the lineup over. Top of the order is licking its chops.
Here's George Springer. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from him on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. George Springer sent packing for out number 2 in the 6th. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And there's ball 2 now.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Oh, that ball's driven into left center. This could be trouble. And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play 1 for sure and maybe a second. The runner from first crosses the plate. Now a 5-0 lead.
They just keep pouring it on this inning. That's 5 runs so far, and they're not finished yet. They've been teeing off on everything they see, and they're showing no signs of stopping anytime soon.
Into the box, Chris Bryant. Loud contact off the bat of Bryant and sent deep to left. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Chris Bryant plates a pair with a home run. His second home run of the series, as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off, and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning, and your entire offense is off and running.
High in the air into shallow left center. Stanton has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Final damage here, 10 come to the plate, 7 runs score. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. The Cubbies are in front 7-0. So striding in, Didi Gregorius. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt,
he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
The batter.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. A hit in 2 tries so far.
LeMahieu.
1-2 to DJ LeMahieu. And here is strike 3 called on the fastball. Looked to be about eye level, but it's out number 2 instead.
I think we're starting to see the frustration mount from this offense. It's been a pretty dominant performance on the mound, and these hitters have had no answer for anything he's throwing up there. That will wear on you if it lasts throughout most of the game like it has here.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. And, Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
Stepping up to the plate, Aaron Judge. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on it. Our game summary. Jonathan Polder enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. In there, and it's full 3-2. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Now batting, the right fielder, Randall.
Ready to take his hacks again, Rendell Britchett, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Wilson Contreras.
Striding in, Wilson Contreras. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
The 2-2 one more time. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. Marcus Semien waits on deck. Another full count offering on its way. And he takes ball 4 again. And they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
Now batting, second baseman, Marcus Semien.
Digging in once again, Marcus Semien. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 1-1 home. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. His second home run of the series as they just continue to pour it on here. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
Dero, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it, and this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
Adam Ottavino comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Into the box now, George Springer. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Stanton looking up. Gone. Back-to-back homers. A solo home run here off the bat of George Springer. His second home run of the series as this lead got even wider. In now, Anthony Rizzo, fouled away. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. 3-2 pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The next 3-2. Now a swing and a ground ball, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Standing in now, Nicholas Castellanos. Outside, 2-1. Now the 2-1. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. Torres is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. 7th inning stretch time now here in the Bronx. It's the Cubs 12. Giancarlo Stanton now.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Now at the plate, Edwin Encarnacion is hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Stanton aboard here at first with nobody out. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch pulled high in the air out to left field. Schwarber has a beat on it. 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Striding forward now is the DH, Miguel Andujar. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
And that's going to fall. A base hit. And the runner scores from second as they chip into the deficit here.
Yeah, and they say better late than never, and that's definitely the case.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. And it's fouled away. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors for the Yankees so far. 3-2 to the Yankees center fielder. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. And he fouls this one off. Another payoff pitch. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And he's going to signal to the bullpen. That'll be all for Yu Darvish. So his final line will show 6 2/3 innings pitched. He was very effective out there, no doubt. And here's Grichuk to make the catch, and the side is retired. Yankees forced to settle for 1. 8th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 12 and the Yankees 1. Now at the plate, Javier Baez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The batter.
That was pretty obvious in live action that ball was hit hard, and after analyzing it with our show track technology, we see that our eyes did not deceive us. 114 miles an hour was the exit velo, an impressive swing of the bat.
Into the box, Rendell Grichuk. 2-2. Baez gets his lead at first, nobody out. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. Do you think it can drive it?
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Nothing happened. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, DJ LeMahieu. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Jason Hayward is into the ball game as well as he takes over out in right.
Now playing right field.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1. Torres is on deck. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man.
Now batting, second baseman, Weaver.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
One there on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time.
Brandon Morrow enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
Number 15.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Morrow.
Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Yanks held in check. They're looking up at a 12-1 deficit. Chad Green enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Fastball well outside.
Been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Here's a swing, and a bouncing ball hits a Gregorius at short. On to first, and it sails right by him.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing, because this has become a 3-ring circus.
The 1-1 is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball. His prior history versus this arm, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And he comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike 2. Here now the 2-2. And he popped him up. In there, a base hit. Throw into third. And he is in there.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Into the box now, George Springer. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. The 1-2. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And he'll make it back in safely at third. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Still even at 2-2. Encarnacion into foul territory, and that's going to land foul. And a full count to George Springer. It's 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Hot shot towards the hole, and that is into right field, a base hit, and the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Wow, that's a baker's dozen. 13 runs right there, and they can't do anything wrong at the plate. I'm no expert, but I would have to bet that the manager would love to save some of those runs for the next game. Regardless, there's some happy men in that dugout.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Chris Bryant. And he'll be trying to replicate that home run swing that he took back in inning number 6. A throw behind the runner at second, and he's back in standing. One and two now. Simeon at second, Springer at first, one gone. sent in the air out to straightaway center. Hicks is under it, and that's the second out of the inning. Into the box now, Nicholas Castellanos. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Lays off 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Encarnacion has got it, and the side is retired. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The Cubs. Craig Kimbrell takes the mound here. Not a save situation, of course, because of the big lead, but he'll try to finish it out nonetheless. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. And obviously, they'll need a 9th inning rally here if this series is going to make it to a Game 6. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And, strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Now the 2-1 towards second. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Hey, look at this guy compete right there. Nice base hit. Are you kidding me? He had already had the hat trick. He was staring the golden sombrero straight in the face, and he said no dice.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Now the 1-2 pitch. Fouled off. Runners on first with 1 down. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Springer has a read on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Here's Miguel Andujar now. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Last chance for the Yankees. Fouled away. Encarnacion is off at first with 2 away. Struck him out, and it's over. They are World Series champions.
Wow, World Series champions. The only thing that could have made this sweeter would have been doing it in front of the home crowd. But hey, they're not complaining, believe me. Now they can look forward to celebrating during the parade as they bring the World Series trophy home. What a moment for this team, this organization, and that city.
Back now on the show. It's all over, and you see the reactions there to the final out. And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the Commissioner's Trophy to the new world champs.